Next, we are looking at the thumb of a man. What does it mean? The thumb of a man. When you pick the thumb of a man, the shape of the thumb of a man is indicative of the man's gland penis and corona. Don't laugh. I can see you are looking at yours. Yes, I can see it. You're looking at yours. Good. So the shape of your thumb is directly related to the shape of the shaft and your gland penis. If your thumb is shaped in a way that it overlaps the middle, it also means that you have what we call the mushroom phallus. The mushroom phallus, you have the corona, the gland penis, the cock, the head.
That's a bit wider.
The head is a bit wider than the shaft.
Okay.
Some of them are so big that they separate themselves completely from the shaft.
Okay.
And then if your thumb is straight, it also means that your gland penis, the corona, and the shaft are of the same size.
Okay.
And if it is just a little bigger, it means that once it's erect, it just pops up a little more. So if you didn't know, now you know. So keep looking at the guy's thumb. But the amazing fact here is the men who have the mushroom type of corona scientifically are supposed to be the sweetest guys. Because then they have the gland penis that is a little wider than the shaft, which can rub inside the vaginal walls better than those who have the straight one. Even though it may not look that beautiful.
It makes sense.
Yes, even though it's not that beautiful when you look at it, from like looking at a mushroom phallus, it doesn't look that attractive. But from sexology, we get to know that those ones are the ones that really thrill women. So if you get one and you want it, that is your choice. Next, we are looking at the nail size and shape of the thumb. Now, all these things, these pictures I have here, when you look at the thumb and you look at the nail on it, it should tell you something. It tells you something. Now, from the extreme left top, you can see that the thumb is fat, but the nail is short.
It's short.
Simple. Big shaft, short penis. Simple. Because we have already indicated that if the hand is fleshy, then it means that the person has a big shaft. So here, you have a fleshy hand, but the nail on it is short. So it's indicative of a big shaft, but a short phallus. So when you add all the other things that we have said, the lips, the nose, the eyebrow, the middle finger, and all those things we have described, when you add them together, then you can get close to 90% accuracy on judging the person that you have seen, whether he has a big phallus or has a small phallus. You can be able to tell. I can see you smiling. That's nice. Then look at the next one. You can see the nail is quite long, but the hands are not that thick. It simply means that this person would have a slim shaft, but a long phallus. So the penis will be long, but the circumference will be slimmer. And then we have the third one from the top. You can see what we call the normal size fingernail. So these people are the ones that you have the 4.5 inches, 5.5 inch sort of phallus. And then the last one is similar. You can see a very short nail. The fingers are not that thick. So these ones to indicate that this person doesn't necessarily should have a big phallus, unless of course the person has a thick nose, thick lips, or a lot of long or crescent eyebrow. Then that would change the dynamics. So you can't just look at one thing and assess. You need to combine all the things we have taught or we have learnt in the class, and then you can be able to tell exactly what the size is. And then when we come down, you can see another thick one, and this time the nail is broader but shorter. It also means short penis, large, shaft. And then we have a very long nail and a very thick nail. You have seen it there. As the one down there, long nail and a thick nail. It means this person has a long phallus and a thick phallus. So if this person couples with a thick palm, big nose, big lips, large eyebrow, big ear, you get that? Then you know that this person is going to be
Huge.
Superman. Yes, you can tell. And then you have my special one in the corner. You can see that the head of the thumb completely different, the way it is shaped
Yeah.
from the middle part of the thumb. This is the type that you get the mushroom kind of penis.
Okay.
So these people will definitely have that mushroom type of penis. So from wherever you are, if you are in my class, I'm giving you some nails. I've shown some nails here. Tell us, in your own small way, wherever you are, what do you think these fingers I have here will have down there? We are waiting. So here, you should be able to describe from what you have seen and what I've spoken about. When you see the nail, the shape of the nail has a direct link with the shape of the man's phallus. The same way, the shape of the female nail has a link, a direct link with the vaginal passage. If the female thumb is straight, it means the passage from the entrance all the way to the cervix is also straight. But if the back is small and then the thumb is bigger, it means the entrance is small but the inside will be wider. And that is what you are seeing in the chart or the picture I have here. So from this, you can see different types of nails. The first one, you see the tip is extremely slim, and as it's coming to the back, it becomes wide.
Yeah.
It simply means this woman will have a wide passage from entrance, but as you're going in, it becomes slimmer. Good. And then you're also seeing something like a mushroom on the left after that. It's also indicative of the way the channel or the canal inside the vagina is shaped. And all these fingers are indicative. So if you look at the middle one, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth one, you can see it is straight. It also means that this person has the same width from entrance all the way down to the cervix. That is what we have for you when it comes to the fingers. So we are saying here that you can know. There's no need to try. You can know simply by looking at the person's fingers. Now, what other thing about a human being can you tell, can you look at and be able to tell whether the person has a high sex drive or a low sex drive? We have looked at the face, talked about everything on the face. We have now looked at the fingers, and then we have seen what the fingers signify. Next, I will be looking at the female breast.